Warning! This video blog or vlog could contain harsh opinions or foul language. If you do not appreciate said content or material, well, you could just fuck right off.
Greetings, Internet people. RantingRamsay here. How are you all doing today? I'm not doing so badly. And what I wanted to talk to you about today was some thoughts and impressions I've had on the discussion in the comments thread, specifically one comment, which we'll get to in a moment, on the Archfiend's most recent upload where he talks about the Philadelphia Eagles player who is under fire for dropping an N-bomb in reference to a group of individuals at a concert. And I was watching this video and scanning through the comments as I was listening, and I came across a comment which kind of got me going a little bit. I actually responded a couple of times to this comment, and then I decided that there was more that I wanted to say than could be contained in a 420 character limit, even repeating. And so I guess I'm going to go ahead and start out by reading the comment that got me wanting to turn on my camera today. And here is the verbatim comment, and I quote, "What's the harm in saying, quote, nigger? In the end, it's just a word that people are oversensitive to. It would be cowardly if they did fire him, just giving into this BS PC world. People need to get over it. The way people police the word and lash out if someone says it is just as bad as racism. Celebrities shouldn't need to be put on a leash constantly and then be judged for something practically everyone does. We're just losing more and more of our free speech." There are many things about this comment that I'd like to comment on. Number one, I want to say I'm not addressing the actual issue of the Handag American football player. I don't really care about that particular thing. I don't care if he gets fired. I don't care if he keeps playing. I'm not that much of a fan of Handag American football. It's the idea that words are just words and can't hurt anybody that bothers me. As I mentioned in my reply to that comment, words do indeed carry connotations. Language is more than just words. Words have not only meaning, but conveyed implications, ideas behind words, because words are nothing more than what we use to describe ideas. And even though I said nothing more than, an idea is real. It's not physical, it's not tangible, but an idea, it carries weight. It cannot be denied that certain words carry more weight than others. You can describe a person as a black man, or you could drop an N-bomb, or you could simply refer to him as a person, a fellow human being. The word you choose can be used as an indication of your internal mindset. Identify a person as an N-word, and you also use the connotation of the word and all the negativity that comes with it. It doesn't matter if it's a stigmatized word, it still carries a connotation. Identify the same person as a black man, and you're still looking at the connotation of what you're identifying him as by race. Once again, a connotation of language. Refer to him as a person, a human being, and you further remove said connotation and are simply identifying a person, a human as a human, a man as a man, a woman as a woman. Do you get that at all? The word you choose to describe someone carries a connotation into your eternal, or not only a connotation, but an indication as to your internal mindset as to how you view said person. I want to divert for just a moment and say, yes, in some cases, an indication of race can be important. such as in the description of a suspect in a crime. Referring to a suspect as a Caucasian or an African American provides a clarification as to the physical description of the person whom is being sought after. So yes, there are times when referring to someone's skin tone can be important. For the most part, though, it's really not. Like I said, the words you choose provide an indication as to what's going on up here. Words are more than just words in a lot of cases. But I want to move on to the latter part of the comment in question just for a moment. He says, "We're just losing more and more of our free speech." Nobody's trying to remove one's right to free speech by criticizing the usage of a word that is widely accepted as carrying an offensive and racist connotation. No, you're not losing your free speech when people criticize your usage of a word. Losing your free speech would be actively oppressing your ability to even use said word. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is the criticism of the connotation implied by using said word. You're free to use whatever words you want in this great country, at least for the moment. It seems like we're moving more and more and more and more towards an extreme police state, since apparently we already seem to have a police state going on with the whole NSA thing. But that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the fucking point. You have to face up to the indications you're presenting by using words such as that. Why use the N-bomb if you're not racist, bigoted, or prejudiced? Pick one. Why? Why would you even need to use that word unless that mindset exists? What's the point of using that word if you're not trying to diminutize the subject? No one of any intelligence is trying to stop you from using a word. Mostly, people are just letting it be known that the usage of a word like that is a clear indication of a learned prejudice or bigotry or racism, and criticizing the user for said racism, bigotry, or prejudice. Why is that so hard to understand? I can be angry at someone for using a word without attempting to repress his ability to use a word. I can be upset at the connotation of a word being used without trying to oppress the individual into not using that word. Once again, he's free to use whatever word he wants, and I am free, just as free, to interpret the connotations, the valid, real connotations of that word, and use that as a basis for understanding that person's mindset. The words you choose to use are an indication of what's going on up here. Do you get it? Does it make sense? No one's trying to stop anyone from using, or no one of any intelligence. I'm sure there are people out there. I'm sure there are groups out there that are. I remember a few years back that there was an activism, or there was a movement to try to remove the N-bomb from society altogether, to make it a banned word, and it failed. Why? Because we have free speech in America. It doesn't matter if it makes you sound like an ignorant, bigoted, redneck, fucking douchebag asshole. You are free to drop that N-bomb as much as you fucking want. And I'm free to look at you, facepalm, shake my head, and realize that you're an ignorant piece of shit for using it. It goes both fucking ways. It's simply fucking asinine to say that words are just words. Language is what we use to convey what's going on up here. Words carry connotations. Words carry weight. If you can't understand that, maybe you need to get out of the gene pool. I'm RantingRamsay. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?
Douche.